The stock market just had one of the biggest single week rallies that we have seen in years. We're talking moves that have erased months of losses in a matter of the last couple of days, which is kind of crazy to think. And if you're sitting there right now wondering, what do I do? Do I buy in? Do I wait on the sidelines? Did I already miss it? You're not alone, because this is a question that I get constantly on this channel. And honestly, it is the exact right question that you need to be answering and asking right now. But there's also something else you need to know. The way that most people answer this question is completely backwards, and it's going to cost them, and it can cost them dearly. So today I want to show you exactly what I'm doing with the portfolio, what data we're seeing, and what it should look like after the big rally. One mental shift that is going to separate investors who build wealth from everybody else that just watches it happen. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here's the quick backdrop, and I'm going to keep it brief because the context matters, but the strategy always matters a lot more. Now, the US and China just signaled a pause in the tariff escalation that we're seeing, a 90-day window. Now, the markets read that as a de-escalation. The S&P 500 has been on a tear. The NASDAQ has ripped even harder. If you look at your portfolio, we've seen one of the biggest single-day point corrections that we have seen in recent history. And here's where most investors go immediately wrong. They see a very big green day, and one of two things happens. Either they start buying, FOMO kicks in, they throw whatever money they have in there and making big moves when the market is already very, very green, or they completely freeze. They miss it. The rally's over. It's too late. I shouldn't be investing. Both of those reactions when it comes to the market are 100% emotional. Neither of them is a strategy. Neither of them is exactly what I did. So let me give you something concrete instead of an opinion. After the 10 largest single day market rallies that we have seen in the S&P 500's history of all time, researchers have really started breaking down what's going to happen in the next 12 months, what's going to be the result, and the results are going to surprise most people that are watching this. In the majority of those cases, the market was significantly higher within the next 12 months, not lower, significantly higher. They are looking at 8, 10, possibly even another 12% increase over what the market has already increased before. Why? Because when it comes to these big market rallies, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. It happens when sentiment shifts, when fear is still in the air, but data is pushing the market in a different direction. You get massive volatility, massive moves in the market, and really both directions, up and down. And then over time, the market will find its footing. That's kind of exactly what it's doing right now. Investors that get hurt are the ones that sit on the sidelines, waiting for certainty, waiting to invest that money, waiting for the perfect time to time the market. Because certainty never comes. The market doesn't send you an invitation, doesn't send anything when it's time to get back in. And here's where the stat had to come back to. If you invested in the S&P 500 over any 20-year rolling history, you have never lost money. Not once, over 20 years, and a rolling 20 years at that. The people who got destroyed were the ones that sold during the downturn part, really scary, missed the big recovery that came, and it has always happened. That is not pessimism. That is a record, and that's exactly what we see. So the question is not whether you want to be invested, it's how to stay invested intelligently when the market is doing something that feels very unusual, like a 10% rally in the next 5 days. So then the question becomes, what did I do with my money? I didn't panic sell when the market was down, and I didn't walk away from this rally when I decided to buy. I stayed fully invested with the portfolio, didn't make anything else, but I did do one specific move. That is sticking to my core plan of dollar cost averaging. I added positions, and I've added positions every Monday morning. When things look great, I add a position through dollar cost averaging. When things look horrible and the market is red, I still go in there and I buy with dollar cost averaging. Specifically looking at the QQQM and the SMH, those are where I increase the positions. That way we have a little bit more of volatility, but also a little bit more growth. Now, right now, my portfolio is up significantly where we were before, up over $80,000, which I showed you in the last couple videos. And this is why staying invested looks in real life. That is how it looks when you do it. Might not be comfortable at the moment. Even when you see the market dip, it's not exciting. It feels very boring in my portfolio. But of course, even if something feels scary, if you're watching those balances move, even at a 5 or a 6-figure portfolio, but boring is what compounds. And I've gotten to the point where I am starting to see a lot of compounding. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I am not a financial advisor. This is education. But what I'm saying is the framework will never change because the market had a big week, because the market had a big drawback. And if you're changing your framework or your plan every single time the market makes a move, you don't have a framework. You're trading and buying and selling with true emotion. So let me give you 3 questions that I ask myself whenever the market does something dramatic, whether it's going up, whether it's going down, because these questions will automatically cut through any noise that you hear on social media, financial media, looking at the news. Question number 1, has my timeline changed? When you start thinking like I am as a long-term investor, meaning you're going to need this money probably in the next 20 years, a 1-week rally, a 1-week crash changes absolutely nothing when I think about my 20-year destination. The market's job is volatility, especially when it comes to short-term volatility. Your job in this really equation is not to react when the market does something. So the first question is always, is my investment horizon changing? Is it different today than it was a week or 2 ago? For most of you and for majority of long-term investors, the answer to that question is going to be no. Now, question number 2, is my allocation and percentages exactly where I want? A big rally shift, especially with some of these ETFs, can shift exactly what percentages you're looking for and kind of throw off a little bit of the diversification. If you were, let's say, 80% stocks, 20% bonds, and everything just ripped on the stock side, maybe you're 85-15, maybe you're 90-10, without doing anything. It might look, and really, my suggestion in this one is do not rebalance. I wouldn't panic just at a glance when you start looking at this, because rebalancing after a big move is really disciplined investing. It's not timing the market, but of course, I let those big gainers like that SMH, again, that Van Eck Semiconductor Fund, and the QQQM just really run, and run they will. Readjustments for my portfolio through M1 Finance come through contributions. And then question number 3, which is the most important, am I reacting or am I executing when it comes to investing? There is a massive difference between a decision that comes from a written investment plan that you have and a decision that comes from watching CNBC for 20 minutes. You'll find yourself making a move right now today because of what is happening around the world. We've seen it over and over and over again. Stop asking yourself whether the move has already been in the plan or if you plan to make that move. If it wasn't, I want you to wait a 48-hour cool down. Best decisions almost never need to be made after the next hour. Reacting or executing, that is the real question when we sit here. So here's the bottom line on this massive rally we've seen, guys. It might continue. It might give half of those gains we've seen back next week. I genuinely don't care either way, and you shouldn't as well. Anyone telling you either way is lying or trying to sell you something, trying to do a membership or to their trade group. You know to do, and you know how to do this as an investor. You're going to come out ahead when you look at 5 years, 10, 15, even 20 years, not the decisions you're making today based on one extraordinary week we've seen in the market. Staying in the market, stay contributing and keep contributing. Ignore the noise, rebalance when the allocation drifts by a big percentage. Review your plan, not the headlines, your portfolio. And that's it. That's the whole game, guys. It's not complicated. It's just hard to do when everyone around you is streaming that this moment is different and something has changed. Now I want to hear from you. After this rally, what are you doing? Are you buying more? Have you decided to hold steady? Or are you nervous about what comes next? Are you selling at this point? Drop it in the comment. I read every single comment every single day. And of course, guys, if you got any value from this video, subscribe to the channel. We post new investing content every single day. No fluff, no hype, just real strategies. And I'll see you in the next one.